Welcome everyone to the Crypto Rain channel. I'm Jay Murph, and today we're going to be talking about Duck DAO. Let's talk a little bit though about why Duck DAO and is there a need for Duck DAO, because this has everything to do with where the token's at, where the project's at, is there a need for the project, and if there is, how high can things go? So all these things interrelate, and I want to share with you my thoughts. As always, I'm not your financial advisor or even a financial advisor. I'm an investor myself, and I'm making the decisions for myself. I did start this channel, however, so that the more subscribers I get, I can go to the project owners and the CEOs, and I can go to them and I can have them come on the show to not only answer my questions, but answer your questions. So if you do like the content you're getting here, don't forget to like, because that helps the YouTube algorithm shoot them out to more people, and then subscribe so that the bigger subscriber list I have, I can go to these project owners directly, have them come speak to you. So I don't need it's not so much that the income from YouTube so much as I make my income through investing in real estate and crypto. And this is just a greater way for me to get better answers and take you along with me. Make sense, right? So Duck DAO, is there a need for Duck DAO? Well, there's always a need for projects, even really good projects, to raise capital. And they could go to venture capitalists directly, and many do, and some do before even reaching this step in the early phases. However, that capital is very expensive, and venture capitalists want a large piece of the pie for it. Enter incubators such as Duck DAO, who can allow investors such as ourselves to get into pre-sale and pre-sale pricing on projects. So what interests me about Duck DAO is the level of projects that they're incubating, and the results that we've seen from them over the past 4 months are absolutely stellar. So I've been aware of them for 4 months, but I didn't know what their track record would look like, so I didn't do anything with them. But now that their track record is very proven so far, well, the pricing to participate is more expensive because they are more proven, but I'm liking what I'm seeing, and I figure the timing was now for me. So let's talk about it. There's 2 tokens associated with the Duck DAO incubator. The first one we're going to talk about is the Duck token. Now, that's the DLP Duck token, and you can find it on CoinGecko. If you look right now, it's trading at 89 cents, up 32% just recently. Look at that. That's crazy. Now, they've been out since December, and this is the second of their tokens. We'll talk about Duck, and then we'll talk about the first of their tokens. So they're launching a new incubator stage for a pre-sale. So projects that come to them can offer them a pre-sale to allow investors to get in pre-sale, and then a pre-sale before they then list on, say, Uniswap. And so the Duckstarter side of things is to allow for a pre-sale. Now, if you come to Duckstarter to participate, you get the launching soon. However, they did put out this very nice Medium article talking about exactly what it is. So project onboarding is now open. So companies that just want to do a pre-sale can come to them directly, or if a company wants to do a pre-sale and then possibly a pre-sale, they have that option too. So for those that want to be involved in pre-sales on the DuckDAO platform, here's what you need to know. You have to have 2,000 Duck tokens staked on their Duckstarter thing once it launches, right? So if you have 2,000 tokens staked, you can be in the bronze pool. Now, the different pools just give you access to different sizes of allocation. So at the platinum, if you have 20,000 Duck tokens, then you can participate in a much bigger pool or much bigger allocation size. However, you should know, once you are able to stake, if you withdraw early, you will get some of your tokens burned. So just know that if you deposit and you withdraw in less than 10 days, 30% of your Duck tokens will get burned. So if you want to have none of them burned, you have to plan to a stake, not only plan, but actually do it, have them leave them staked for over 90 days, and then you can withdraw at any time with 0% of them burned. Secondarily, if you have it staked, but then you increase your size, say you start in the bronze pool and later you want to get into the gold pool, so you buy 8,000 more Duck tokens and you deposit them, that resets your countdown timer. So every time you increase your stake, that timer gets reset. Does that make sense? So you have to keep your Duck locked for 90 days from your most recent deposit if you want to unlock without penalty. Now, we talked a little bit about Duck. Let's talk about its pricing. So it is trading about 90 cents here. After just when they announced this, everyone, the vision of exactly what they were doing with the Duck tokens really became clear. As it became completely clear, wouldn't you know, pricing went up because people said, that sounds like something I'm interested in. I'm one of these people. I bought last night as I was doing my research and didn't have enough time to put together this video till this morning. Prices are pretty close to where they were last night. Now, just know that sometimes you see a big green candle like this, there's sometimes some fall off and retracement before it goes further. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised if we see that. I don't know for sure if we will see that. Alright, so with that, you can buy it on Uniswap and Bloxy here for the Duck token. Now you can actually farm for some Duck token too, and I want to talk about that. So if you come to here and you go to Duck Farm, it will take you to this page. And you can see my current Duck balance is 2,700 roughly. But I did buy 10,000 additional to this last night, which I then staked on Duck farming. Now I've been aware of Duck farming for a while. I didn't buy any back then or farm because there's been so many rug pulls in farming, you just never know, and I didn't know, they didn't really have a track record yet. Now that they have a solid track record, the tokens have gone way up, and so it's more expensive. It's just the price you pay, right, for less risk. Because there's less risk, there's less potential for gain too. And so, yeah, it would have been nice. I could have gotten this Duck token way cheaper, as cheap as 15 cents, rather than paying like almost 90 cents. Alright, so Duck farming. Now, I wanted to do a round number, so I did 10,000, the equivalent of ETH, so I could see very clearly how many Duck I get per day through farming. And so it looks like if you stake that much or farm with that much, roughly you can farm about 50 Duck a day, because this is maybe a little bit over half a day since then, so about 50 Duck a day. Interestingly enough, right? So there's different liquidity pools. You can do Duck ETH, you can do Duck DDIM, which is their other token. We'll talk about that in a minute. DDIM ETH and Duck USDC. Alright, with that said, the Duckstarter is to get into pre-sales. Are you interested in pre-presales? Because if you are, let's look at DDIM, which is their first token. Now DDIM has been out longer, since August, and boy, if you had bought in August, you could have got some cheap prices, or even they had some early gains up to $9 and they retraced to $3. But now the price is $71. So it's gone up. Now their total market cap is $73, and their total circulating supply, I like that a little over 2/3 of their total circulating supply is already out there. So if you were to look at their fully diluted market cap, it'd be about 110 million. Can it go up from here? My guess is it can, because a lot of companies are steering away from ICOs this time around just so they lessen their risk, their regulatory risk with, say, the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. And so they're not too keen on going the ICO route. Now, some will spend the money to go and have Binance be their incubator or a major exchange like this. But many will go to Duck to be their incubator. And they've got a proven track record already with some phenomenal returns, and we'll show those in just a bit. Okay, so you can buy DDIM. And say you do want to participate in the pre-sales, here's the deal. To join the Duck Fight Club, you need 10 DDIM. So at $71, that's roughly $710. 200 DDIM to join the Beach Club, which is almost 15,000. That's 14,000 and some change. The Gentlemen's Club, those are some really big numbers. And the Diamond Lounge, for just the low amount of $710,000, you can join the Diamond Lounge too. Now the way it works is you have to buy DDIM and put them in, say, your MetaMask wallet. Then you want to join the Telegram channel. DuckDAO announcements, and then you're looking for this. And then you can click on whichever one, and that's going to take you through a verify process. Now, I do want you to notice these are some of their incubated projects, and look at some of these gains. Geek 27x, DeFi Pi 27x, Fuse 15x, Base Protocol 147x. Woo! Bondly 14x, and Pools 20x. That's amazing stuff. Now, if you think about it, we're not even in the major bull market yet. So say these 10x from here, those are some really good numbers, right? 270x for Geek, 270x for this, 1047x for Base Protocol. Now, we don't know if they'll 10x from here, but I know we're not in a full-blown bull market yet. I mean, we're in a bull market, but not in the craziness and the FOMO cycle that we will be in. And so that's why I didn't wait any longer to get some Duck, also some DDIM, so I could get involved in those pools, because that track record said a lot to me, and I was very interested. So join the DuckDAO announcements channel. There's also some different, the DuckDAO lobby, some different things. You can find most of that on their website. So if you do come to their website at DuckDAO.io, really that's going to be a good starting point for you. Start getting information, and then a lot of their stuff they run through Telegram. It's just an easy way to get out there, and they're really big on their Twitter platform. So if you join DuckDAO Incubator and follow them, then you can get some of their announcements. All right, let's get back to DDIM. So how this works is, if you click on one of these and successfully join it, what's going to happen is, say, let me find the Duck Beach Club. So I had enough in here, I could join the Duck Beach Club. And so when the countdown, so their next project is going to have a countdown timer. So what you'll see is Key Tango is one of their incubated projects. And so as they get ready to do a pre-presale, if they do a pre-presale, this timer will start to have a countdown. When that gets to 0, in your club that you're in, there will be a new message from an admin. And so let me take you through the instructions from one of the screenshots that of a previous project. So I only have step 2 and below, but it's exactly where we need to be. When the time comes for the start of the raise, an admin and only an admin will provide a link to a separate Telegram channel with a name like Duck and then the name of it, like Geek Beach Club. Join this channel if you want to participate. This link will be provided in the specific membership channel to you. So if you're in the Diamonds Lounge or the Gentlemen's Club or the Beach Club or the Fight Club, in the new channel there will be a pin message. In the pin message there will be a link to the Google form for you to fill in. The terms of this deal will also be in the pin message. If the deal interests you, then follow the instructions in the form and send in your stablecoins. Now this one specifically wanted stablecoins. So in your MetaMask wallet you had to get USDT or USDC and then send them to the provided address. Make sure you check the address. Do not send Ethereum. After your transaction is sent, ensure that you fill in the Google form accurately. Your correct email address is critical for the next step. After the pool cap is reached and the deal is closed, you should receive an email from noreply@duckdao.io. This email will contain a link to yet another Telegram channel. This channel is how they're going to give you updates on how that allocation is going and when you can expect things will launch, etc., etc. The final step can sometimes take a few days to happen, especially when there are busy periods where many raises are done in quick succession. You will see this. Now, part of the reason this all made sense to me is during the last bull run, I was in some groups and having access to early allocations like this. And so they did systematize this process, which was run much like that. So I'm very familiar with this process. So when I really looked closely at it and I saw their track record and how they've done on their incubation projects, I thought I'm not going to continue to miss out on this. So it made sense. Now looking at the pricing, who knows? It could retrace. I know Ethereum's on a tear. Finally broke its all-time high and it's going to go up. And so when you're exchanging Ethereum for these, I had to weigh that. And I know Ethereum could as much as double in the coming months. So like, how did this look? Well, since a month ago, it's done pretty darn well. So I thought, well, oh well. Now, I did also get involved in some duck farming. I did buy 10,000 duck that I then put in the equivalent amount of Ethereum so that I could earn some duck and see what that was about. Great. Hopefully can earn some duck, and I'll let you know how that goes. I didn't initially, even though I've been aware of them since December, I did not do any farming with them because I wanted to wait to see that they had a better track record, because in farming specifically there have been so many rug pulls. And I don't know about you, I hate losing my money. Guys, that's what I got for DuckDAO. Do subscribe if you're liking the content. That really helps me be able to go and get some of the project leaders to come on the channel and speak to you and answer your questions as well as my questions. Also, guys, if you like the content, I'd love it if you like the channel. Thanks so much. We will see you soon.